Hey guys, and welcome to the 2014 Royal Rumble review. So I hope you enjoy. So I watched the pre-show, and it featured the New Age Outlaws, the returning legends by the way, versus Cody Rhodes and Goldust, the tag team champions who have actually gone out there every week at Raw and they put their heart and soul into the match, and they put their heart and soul into this match as well. I quite enjoyed this match. And I touched about this in my preview predictions video, and I said about how this is a joke. It's a complete joke having this in the pre-show. It is, and you not make this more of a joke. It was the fact that the New Age Outlaws won this match. I like that. Trust me, I really do. But the fact it was a pre-show, that's ridiculous. It lost all credibility. It really did. Oh, fuck WWE for doing that. I don't understand why this was on the pre-show. Why can't they have this on the main card? Bearing in mind that after the pay-per-view there was 15 minutes to spare, and this match didn't really go on for that long, and you could have cut some matches short, because trust me, there was a couple which I really did not like at all. You could have easily cut them short and had this on the actual card, and then just have someone else on the pre-show feature them. This on the pre-show is ridiculous. I sat here watching. I thought that the Cody Rhodes and Goldust were gonna win, but the New Age Outlaws win this, and it really surprised me. And it's the fact that they're returning legends. They've come back and they've now won gold. And the fact that this is on the pre-show is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. It's so silly. I don't understand the logic in it. I really don't. Rubbish. I'm not saying this was a bad match, or it wasn't exactly the best match, of course, but I'm not saying it's that I don't like it, how I don't like the New Age Outlaws winning. Trust me, I love it. I really do. You can now build up some storyline between Cody Rhodes and Goldust, which I believe they're teasing for WrestleMania, due to the Royal Rumble, which we will get down to soon, but now they've lost the Tag Team Championship belts, so it does show the cracks are starting to show. But New Age Outlaws winning, this is good. Trust me, I really like this. And hopefully they go on to WrestleMania, and they could go up against a tag team such as the Usos and defend the titles, and then the Usos win. You're making them stars. You put the newer talent over, especially at WrestleMania against legends. So we get to the main show, and this featured the opener of Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. This match was a really good opener. I mean, this was outstanding stuff. Really good stuff from both men. They were going off 20 odd minutes. I mean, this really got you into the mood of Royal Rumble. But having a match opener, this kind of a caliber of this match opening, I knew that after this, the follow-up's going to be awful, because I knew what was going to come. But this match was great. This match was something else. I tell you, this was really good. This was match of the night. It really was. Oh, it was a really good match. Now, I can't put that any, over. And I mean, you had Eric and Rowan. They were out. Eric? You mean Luke? I don't know why I said Eric, but Luke and Rowan, they got sent out. What on earth? I'm tired. I mean, I was up at like 1 o'clock till 4. I've had no sleep. You can see I'm bloody shattered. But I'm still doing this review, and they got sent out anyway. Get off track now. And they got sent out, and you knew it was about Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt, And they tore the house down. They really did. All the fans were into this. They really was. They was chanting yes, yes, yes. And in the end, surprisingly, I mean, I did predict it, but Bray Wyatt wins. At the time, I thought, right, they're going to probably, follow up with the Elimination Chamber, drag it on a little bit more. But I think my opinions maybe have changed now due to what happened in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. But regardless, this was a really, really good match. You had some really good spots as well. I mean, the Sister Abigail on the barricade. Shit, man, that was good. I mean, they had the fans trying to, holy shit. It was a really good match. This was the match of the night. Hands down. It's just going to be interesting what they're going to do with Daniel Bryan now. That maybe they're going away with the storyline now due to what happened later on in the show. I mean, the pre-show panel, you had HBK mentioning Daniel Bryan. He kept mentioning Daniel Bryan. Is this a tease for WrestleMania 30? Is this a tease? If it is, and if this happens, that's still a damn good spot for Daniel Bryan. Even if he isn't going to be, in the title picture. This is still a big thing for Daniel Bryan against Mr. WrestleMania at WrestleMania, the Shawn Michaels. That's a big deal. And if I was to see that, it's a guaranteed 5-star classic and I want to see it. So after the outstanding performance of Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan, we then come to Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show. I mean, the match didn't start till about 5 minutes due to Brock Lesnar with a chair hitting Big Show. And then the match didn't last for that long either. F5. And then basically what happened after that, Brock Lesnar just hit Big Show with the chairs. I mean, like I said, I'd much rather see Mark Henry versus Brock Lesnar. I've seen Brock Lesnar versus Big Show a few times now. And this match, it wasn't that great, but it did its justice. And what was that was, this match really all was about Brock Lesnar. Showing the dominance of Brock Lesnar. Showing he is a legit contender for the WWE World Championship. Maybe heading into Elimination Chamber like Paul Heyman says. But this really was all the match was about. Showing and highlighting Brock Lesnar as the Beast incarnate himself. And WWE, they did that. And this was all the match was to serve. It could have gone a bit shorter. Likewise, this should have gone shorter, and you had the Tag Team Championships on this card, on the main card. But we didn't get that. But the match did its justice. I guess I'm fine with that. I mean, I wasn't looking forward to this match. I didn't have high hopes. It wasn't going to be a 5-star classic, was it? But it did its justice. That's all I cared about. When you watch something over and over and over again, and everybody hates it, they negate the whole match, the whole storyline, the situation, whatever. It's gonna suck. Randy Orton beats John Cena. I mean, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? This was by far the worst match on this card. This was silly. This was shit. This was shit. I tell you, it was bad. And the fact I've seen it so many times, nobody wants to watch it. It's going to be bad. This was horrible. Absolutely horrible. They called this the most anticipated rematch. Who in their right mind says that? Who believes that? Nobody, that's what. This was bad. What pissed me off as well was how the commentators were saying, that they were saying, trying to remember now, word by word, oh, these fans can do whatever they want. Oh, they're trying to distract Randy Orton. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're chanting. Boring. This is awful. You got other chants going on. There's no cheering for Randy Orton. There's no cheering for John Cena. It was crap. It was crap. The fact we've seen it so many times. We don't want to watch this anymore. It's the same old shit. Every single time. Every single time. Without damn fucking failure. Oh, man. But there's only one thing which really is there to talk about this match. And that was the ending. You had the Wyatt family, surprisingly, come up. And they cost John Cena the match after an RKO after, being hit with the championship belt, having a few RKOs there, STFU there, a attitude adjustment as well. All these things to show how big and tough John Cena is. Who gives a shit? He can't wrestle. He's so unathletic as well. Silly stuff, really is. But there is only one thing to talk about, is the Wyatt family. They cost John Cena the match, and in the end they give him the Sister Abigail. Yes, they do. I remember right. Yes, they do. And this obviously probably sets up a match, maybe at WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena at WrestleMania, maybe. But I don't care. I don't actually care. The reason I don't care is because it's the fact that John Cena buries newer talent. Ask Dolph Ziggler. Ask Ryback. The list goes on. It really does. And I don't have any hopes for Wyatt's, the whole Wyatt family actually, and the John Cena whole situation, the whole angle going forth into the road to WrestleMania. I really don't. I think anything involved with John Cena I just don't care about. Because you always get the same old shit. Even if the Wyatt family do beat John Cena, there'll be a mistake. There will be something which John Cena will make clear. He will make clear that it was his mistake. Not pitting over the Wyatt family. He's not. Even if the Wyatt family do win, John Cena will say, I made a mistake. You know, he did that at WrestleMania. You know, ask The Rock. What about Daniel Bryan? Look at my elbow. I give Daniel Bryan all the credit he wants. He deserves and he was the better man, but my elbow is pretty bad right now and I'm gonna go to the hospital and have surgery on that, and this is what cost me the match. You can't see me. That's exactly what's gonna happen with the Wyatt family. It is. And I don't have any hopes into it. I don't give a shit. It would be nice if the Wyatt family, you know, go over and Johnny Cena puts them over cleanly and there's no bullshit mistake. But is that going to happen? So we then come to the Royal Rumble match itself. The name of the pay-per-view. This is the big one. This is the one which everyone buys. This is why they purchased the Royal Rumble. Heading into this Royal Rumble, I mean, you did know who the winner was. Unfortunately, I called it and I knew it was going to happen. I guess you got to accept it, really, haven't you? But this Royal Rumble, you know, has some positives and has some negatives. There was two things which stood out to me, in my opinion. There's two things which this Royal Rumble did, and I applaud WWE for it, and it's something that the Royal Rumble should have. Number one is actually you have start to build up and tease the storylines. This showed it with the Cody Rhodes and Goldust. You had Goldust, I believe, eliminating Cody Rhodes due to a push from Roman Reigns. You know, they've lost the tag team championship in the pre-show, and now, you know, they eliminate, you know, Goldust eliminates by accident Cody Rhodes, and it shows, you know, the cracks. It starts to show a tease for WrestleMania 30 with Goldust versus Cody Rhodes. I like that. You also had the Shield in there. Roman Reigns, I believe. Yeah, Roman Reigns had. I'll talk about him in a minute. I will talk about him in a minute. But you had Dean Ambrose trying to eliminate Roman Reigns, and he fails to do that. So everyone's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And then in the end, Roman Reigns actually eliminates 3 people in one, including 2 members of the Shield. You know, his partners, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, plus Antonio Cesaro. You know, you're starting to build these. You know, let's build a storyline around it. Heading into WrestleMania, teasing it. That's what previous Royal Rumbles have done, which it should. That's what the Royal Rumble should provide you with. Another thing which it should provide you with is making new stars. They did this so well. They did this so well with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, in my opinion, stole this Royal Rumble. By far. The crowd were really into him. He actually eliminated 12 people, beating Kane's 2001 Royal Rumble world record of 11. Way to make a big star, that is. Seriously, that is how you build up a star. That is how you make a star. That is to show you how dominant he is. Back at Survivor Series, he had a great showing. In the Royal Rumble, great showing. That's 2 big pay-per-views. He has shined. Outshined. And then an incredible moments. That's how to build up a star. That is really how to build up a star. Roman Reigns was the star of the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. Something else I liked in this Royal Rumble was the fact that you had CM Punk and Seth Rollins enter 1 and 2. And they last for over, I think it was 40 minutes. Yeah, a very long time. That's what the Rumble should provide. And they did that, and I love that, I really do. It's something you want to see. Makes good TV. It does. You also had Kane in the Royal Rumble. You have CM Punk eliminating him. And then later on in the Final 4, you have Kane coming back and eliminating CM Punk. This also builds around a storyline. Most likely, CM Punk versus Triple H. With this feud with the Authority. All these figures, these in the hierarchy. Again, this is one of the storylines they're building around in the Royal Rumble. And that's something what you should see in a Royal Rumble. These cracks, these suggestions of what's going to happen. This is what the Royal Rumble provides, and I think they did a really good job in that. Something which surprised me in this Royal Rumble was, I think, in my opinion, was the lack of the name power of the surprise entrance. This is something we always look forward to heading into a Royal Rumble. Who's going to return? I personally wanted to see, someone like a Jake the Snake Roberts and an Ultimate Warrior. I mean, I would have marked out if I saw Ultimate Warrior coming down, running down. Oh, that would have been fantastic. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. We got Kevin Nash, JBL. Yeah, we got Kevin Nash, JBL. We even got a Sheamus. That's pretty much really it, really. There wasn't really many. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It does focus more on the newer talent, the current talent. It's not necessarily a bad thing, I mean, we'll probably get it next year in the Royal Rumble, It's not a big loss at all, in my opinion. It's also nice to get that, but you could really focus on the newer talent. And also, Roman Reigns eliminating someone like a Kevin Nash. That's big. That's big. That really is big. You should all know by now that, if you don't, you should check it out. Really, you should check it out, this. Mick Foley. I want to talk about his tweets and his interaction on the Royal Rumble. I believe he says he made a promise on if he doesn't like the show, he's going to break his TV or something like that. Basically, he was tweeting through the show, through the Royal Rumble match, and he said he was just absolutely just mortified with the product, the whole pay-per-view. He wasn't happy with it at all. He said about Daniel Bryan not being entered at number 30, and he just didn't like it. He didn't like. You should read up some of the tweets and the Facebook. Check it out, really should. He says about how he's really looking to WrestleMania, but now 1/6. That's really all he's looking forward to, 1/6. He mentioned about guys such as Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan. Every week they tear down the house. They work their asses off. And where are they? That's what he was saying. He was saying that I get it, we get it, the fans get it, but WWE don't get it. They're in their own bubble. You should really check it out, the tweets and the Facebook. And I wonder what happens afterwards. I mean, he's still actually with. He actually said in there, he's still in the WWE. I think it's a contract 1 week left or something like that. So he's still in WWE. I do wonder what's going to happen. Now, this kind of shows that the WWE should listen to us, the fans. It's what the fans want. We are the customers. And what's that saying? The customers are always right. It's nice to have someone like a Mick Foley, a WWE legend. Bear in mind, he's in the Hall of Fame. Say about this, get onto the fan side, and actually get his voice across, because Mick Foley can do that because he's a star. He's rich, and he's famous. Big name for WWE. And he's getting our point across as well as his. We're not the same, we're not all thinking the same. Have someone like Mick Foley thinking the same. You can relate to that, and I do wonder what's happening with this. I really do. Are we looking at more rumours or whatever heading into it? But you should really check out the tweets and the Facebook messages or statuses he put up. Really interesting to look. And it's quite nice to have someone like a Mick Foley agree with us and say how bad the pay-per-view is. It made me laugh, it made me chuckle. In the end, you know what was going to happen. You have Dave Bautista win the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns was against Dave Bautista in the final 2. I keep saying Dave Bautista, but Batista in the final 2. And the fans were really behind Roman Reigns. They really were. And when Batista won, they were booing him. They really were. And this is what Mick Foley was saying, you know, they don't listen to the fans. The fans really were behind Roman Reigns. He got a babyface pop, especially when he eliminated the Shield. Really good stuff. It's something I liked. Really did enjoy Roman Reigns in this Royal Rumble. For me, he was the spotlight. And I know Batista's the winner and all. But who do you think had the greatest impact in this Royal Rumble? Seriously, I really think it's Roman Reigns, even if Batista won. You know, overall, the whole pay-per-view, to me, was just average. It really was. I mean, to be honest, for me, you know, personally, I enjoyed this. I did enjoy this pay-per-view, only really because I was with my friends, having a good time with the drinks and stuff, just having a good blast, really. And that's probably why I enjoyed the pay-per-view a bit more than other people would. I understand there was a lot of shit on this. There really was. I mean, when it comes up to the John Cena and Randy Orton match, we went out and made some popcorn. We just didn't care about the match. And this again relates back to Mick Foley and his says about the WWE, saying how the WWE don't listen to their fans. And you know, we don't want to see this anymore. Hopefully that's it. Probably not. But for now, it will, for their feud. But who gives a shit about John Cena and Randy Orton? Seriously, you'll probably have Randy Orton defend his championship at WrestleMania against Batista, or have Lesnar beat Randy Orton at Elimination Chamber, and have Batista versus Brock Lesnar. You know, it's something you can do, and I think that would draw quite a bit. I mean, I'd like to watch that match. I really would. But it'll be interesting what they do now for the road to WrestleMania. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. And until next time, see ya!